Mentees of the mentorship class benefit from it, but even those who stay around them. Furthermore, we're going into a session where we have more words of wisdom from more phenomenal guest speakers of this cohort. And we're going to have another mentee, Caitlin Shemeza, another strong personality that has set out to start out on her own venture in life and become someone that she wants to be.
My name is Judith Namugenyi. I'm the General Manager in charge of Internal Audit and Forensics Services at Mentee in Uganda. My experience at the mentorship class, first of all, was I had to learn as much from them as I should think they've learned from me. The mentees, my mentees, my friends, my children, much from them as I should think they've learned from me. The mentees, my mentees, my friends, my children, because some of them I found were children to my colleagues, my friends, university students, most of them, or S6 vacists going to the university. Change is the only constant that we have in the world today. Because we're not sure of what will happen tomorrow, what we have control over is ourselves. The mentorship class helps the mentees, the people who attend it, irrespective of age or category of life, to understand who they are. But most importantly, in the sharing of experiences, it teaches them from the different experiences what life is and how they can overcome different challenges in life. Because we don't know what is going to happen in the future, we may not prepare the future for ourselves, but we can prepare ourselves for the future. It was indeed a pleasure meeting with you, hearing your experiences. My favorite question to you has always been, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What's your dream? Where do you want to go? And now I want to add this question to you. How would you want to be introduced in the next 5 years? And if you can answer that question, work towards that. Because you're not going to be introduced as a chief executive officer if you have not been working towards that. Remember, it begins with you. We are watching you. Thank you.
So my name is Samuel Frederick Mogeza, and I am a certified coach and also certified accountant. And I work with Stanbic Bank Uganda Limited as the Chief Financial Officer for the bank. First of all, it was great to see the ingenuity and flexibility around the mentorship class and moving to digital channels as a way to engage and interact. This was not my first time to interact with the mentees, because last year I attended a dinner that was hosted, and I got to see the energy of the team and got to connect with some of the mentees there. But coming into this Zoom call, it was really special for me to talk about my experiences and just see what sort of questions and queries would star with the mentees who were on the call. And it was great to see the hunger to learn. You know, the hunger to get better, and people looking to actually become better versions of themselves. And that desire to have a meaningful impact, I think it came out for me quite strongly. And I did see quite a few reactions after that. And it was great to see that level of engagement with the team. I think they've been part of a great program, and that is incredibly important because it helps to provide a new focus around things they need to do differently to create the impact that they want to have. It elevates the need for preparation, because without preparation there is no way you are going to effectively win in this market. But also it elevates the need for people to actually look and say, how do I become a better version of myself? And very strongly linked to that is purpose. I encourage every mentee to have a real sense of purpose, to be purposeful. The people who create impact most significantly are those who are clearest in their mind about what they want to help solve for and how they become enabled to solve for that. The most powerful strategic enabler for any person is getting help. And the mentorship class enables help for people who are trying to clarify their journey, trying to get insight about how to be better prepared for an uncertain future. And the predictability we had in the past of certain jobs and certain path is gone. And elevating preparation and getting the benefit of good mentors who can impart learnings and having a community of fellow mentees who are actively looking to get better and improve is exactly the environment that creates a winning mentality and positions you for growth into the future. So I encourage all the mentees to use the learnings and stay purposeful, stay curious, keep learning, keep humble in the process of learning, and actively look to solve for something in your community. And the sky will be the limit, if there is a limit.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you still have data? Because things keep getting hotter. Right about now, I'm about to introduce one of my role models and the biggest supporter of the mentorship class. She's the president of Business and Professional Women, a farmer, and most of all, a mother. And believe me when I tell you she's a mother. I've been talking to Mrs. Bugembe to make sure her son attends the next cohort and I be his coach. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Maggie Chigozi.
I am excited. I am here to congratulate the 4th class of the mentorship class. Congratulations to all our mentees. My name is Maggie Chigozi. I am the president of the Business and Professional Women. I am an entrepreneur, I am a farmer, and I really love the mentorship class. I was there at the beginning. But I had met Janet at Gayaza, where we were actually training the students in entrepreneurship and identifying investment opportunities, even for primary school and secondary school. So I met Janet and found she was so outgoing, she was so confident. She actually did the training that I had done very, very comfortably in a few minutes. So I was really impressed. I put her into BPW, Business and Professional Women, and then found out about the mentorship class. It's exciting, bringing on the young ones when they're so young, some as young as secondary school, others ready to go to university, and helping them to understand the world, to see how they can compete in this world. So I am really, really happy. The 1st class, I met them. I was, I think, one of the guests of honors, and we have seen them thrive in every environment where they are. They have gone on to succeed in all that they are doing. I also was part of the 2nd class, the 3rd class, and now we are here at the grand finale for the 4th class, which is a big class, which has come on in this difficult time of COVID-19. I am so impressed that the mentorship class was able to so quickly move on to using technology, using Zoom, and not stop the lessons even for a while. They just continued and have been able to achieve reaching to this stage when all the young ones have been mentored and have gone through the course. So congratulations to the mentees. Well done. I want to also congratulate the alumni. I see you achieving. I see you succeeding. Well done. And I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Bugembe for having got this idea. And then you, the parents, you trusted them. You gave them your children. Not everybody does that. So I want to thank the parents for thinking it was worthwhile, and I'm sure you already know it was very, very worthwhile to have your child go through this mentorship class. And to the mentors, the experts who come and talk to the class, those of you who share your own worldly experiences. We've had Ambassador Deborah Malak. Of course, the Katikiro is there, the second one. So they have come, and together with you, the rest of you have shared their knowledge and their expertise. Thank you so much. So to the mentees, congratulations. Janet and Mr. Bugembe, thank you very much. And please continue with the class.
Wow, this is exciting. What a beautiful evening. The mentees have made us proud. We never ever thought that this day would come, but look at what is happening right now. My name is Janet Bugembe, and I'm very, very excited to be with you this evening as we celebrate success, as we celebrate this journey of 6 months that has been rather interesting. And my job today is to say thank you. Thank you to all the people who have supported us. Thank you so much to all the parents who have driven to Rumi to and fro. You know, they have sacrificed, they make the phone calls, they've been buying the data. We are really, really thankful. We are also thankful to everybody who is a well-wisher. People out there love the mentorship class. We are the reason that we are what we are today. Today, I would like to extend a sincere vote of thanks to all our guest speakers who came through in this last cohort. These are people who have sacrificed their time. They have sacrificed everything that they have to see that we become better in these 6 months. And I would like to start off with the country director of Andela. This is a lady by the names of Jackie Ochola. Very calm, but I can tell you that she had very, very good lessons for us. So Jackie, if you're watching, thank you so much. We would like to go to Judith. Judith Namugenyi, all the way from MTN Uganda. All the lessons that Judith has taught us, we have carried, not only for the mentees, but for us as founders to be able to become better people. We would like to thank Sandra Subi. Sandra is a Ugandan vocalist and songwriter. This is a lady who has big dreams. She has taken us through a journey of dreaming, and every time we remember Sandra's lessons, we feel that we can just tap into the world. I would like to say special thank you to Miss Bridget Musumba. She is a lawyer, and every time she comes around, she shares with us, why do we need a lawyer? I remember in the first class, when she came around, everybody was wondering, well, why do I need a lawyer? But some of us have great ideas. We have great businesses that we want to take forward. But if we do not know these little things, let me tell you, it is very, very difficult to progress in your business. So thank you so much, Bridget, for a job well done. Mr. Arnold Mugaga. For some of us who do not know Mr. Arnold Mugaga, this is the Total Startup Challenge winner. This guy came #1 in the whole of Uganda and #1 in the whole of Africa. What a great opportunity to associate with winners. No wonder we are all winners. I would like to go to Mr. Nsabira Ambrose. He's a fund manager of agro businesses. He taught us why it is important to come up with a business plan. And I can tell you he has followed through all the way. We have his number. We always call him and contact just in case we have any questions to ask. So Ambrose, to you, thank you. We would like to thank Mr. Brian Jemba. Mr. Brian is one of the members of the CEO Apprenticeship Program that partnered with us this year. He came and shared with us how we can be able to start up businesses and fund them. As we speak right now, every mentee has come through the mentorship class with something tangible that they are doing. And as we speak right now, having been affected by COVID, you all know that we need the 8 sources of income. So Mr. Jemba, thank you very much. To Mr. David Kagwa, he has an amazing story. He has taught us how to be smart. He has taught us that we are French beans. If you go to the market, do not look out for just the beans, but be the French bean. This simply means that you have to stand out. Stand out, do not fit in. You've got to stand out. The world should see that you are made of greatness. So to Mr. David, thank you very much. We would like to thank Mr. Sam Mogeza. He is a certified accountant and the Chief Financial Officer for Stanbic Bank. At the age of 19, 20, 21, to the parents out there, I want to tell you that your children are associating with people who are in life where they want to be. And I believe that every one of us would love to have that opportunity at that age. So to Mr. Sam, thank you very much for a job well done. To Miss Pamela Nantamba, Pamela has an amazing story. This is a story of not giving up. This is a story of resilience. Even when your results turn out, you know, not the way you wanted them to turn out, I can tell you that you can still make it in your career. So Pamela, thank you so much. I know you had to sacrifice a meeting to come to our Zoom call, but today I can tell you that people testify because of the lessons that you taught us. To Ms. Peace Hasahia, Peace taught us about communication. Peace is in charge of finances at the Citizens Medical Center. This is a lady who loves the mentorship class. She came back, shared with us her journey on relationships, and today we are better communicators because of you, Peace. So thank you. We had Mrs. Lorna Magara. This is the principal of Vine International Christian Academy. She taught us how to lead ourselves. This is a very, very important journey on leadership, and I tell you that many of these mentees have done a great job. Many of them, wherever they are today, are in leadership positions and have made a whole lot of difference in many people's lives. We would like to thank Dr. Davis Musinguzi, founder of the Medical Concierge Group. This guy has an amazing story. A doctor, an entrepreneur. Well, thank you for all the lessons that you taught us when you came around. And I believe that today we can be in position to embrace technology to further our business. Mr. Maximus Biamukama, I know he's logged in. He's a lecturer and a research engineer with the University of Oxford. He taught us about static mindsets. And I can tell you that many of these mentees today walk around with a lot of pride because they can be able to adjust to all the conditions. So thank you very much, Dr. Maximus Biamukama. And to Dr. Daniel Ruhweza. This guy is amazing. He taught us about relationships, how we can relate better, courting and dating and preparing for marriage. These are hard topics that many times our parents are not comfortable talking to us about, but I can assure you at the mentorship class, your child is in good hands. We would like to recognize Miss Rachel Mbabazi. She's also an employee of MTN Uganda. She sat us down in what we call the queendom. We have what we call the queendom and the mendom. The queens discuss their girl stuff, and the mendom, I do not want to tell you what transpires in that conversation, but I can tell you that I always kept my ears to the ground to hear what the boys have to say. We would like to recognize in a special way Mrs. Mugisha Agnes. She's the Deputy Director in charge of Human Resource Bank of Uganda, and she's also part of the CAP class. She introduced us to the CEO Apprenticeship Program, the class of 2019. And as we speak today, we have great partnerships. Many of the class members come through and share their life experiences with our mentees. We would also like to thank the husband, Mr. Melvin Mugisha. As a couple, they came back to share with us their relationship journey, and today we are better prepared for marriage. We would like to thank Mrs. Iguma Letitia. She is the Human Resource Manager at SGS Automotive Uganda. Letitia and Mr. Iguma Gabriel have done a wonderful job, especially in mentoring the boys to help them on their journey of relationships. And to Mr. Hilary Baguma, you have done a great job. Today, as the mentorship class, we are innovators. We are always thinking of ideas that can be able to take us places because of your wisdom. So Mr. Hilary Baguma from Total Uganda, thank you very much. Mr. Jesse Ainebiona, this is a sales and leadership trainer. His sessions were amazing. Jesse, we love you and thank you so much for your commitment and support to the mentorship class. And to Mr. Paul Senyomo, CEO of Mercantile Credit Bank, thank you so much for loving us. I remember the previous year you taught us how to use Excel, and we will never forget you for that. So thank you very much for your continued support. Mrs. Barbara Chivumbi Katende, I will tell you this lesson on personal finances has just changed everybody. As we speak right now, we have cabbages in our backyards. We are doing a business. We are doing something about our lives. And we are ready to go and take the world to greater heights because of your lessons. Thank you so much for the financial literacy training. And we have Susan Chigula. Wow, what an amazing story. Having been in prison for 21 years, studied law and came out victorious, that story is humbling. At the end of our class, every mentee felt that there is nothing that they can fail to achieve just because of this story. We are very humbled, and we learned one major lesson from you, and that is forgiveness. So thank you very much, Susan. And to Mrs. Jalia Sebugwawo, Father Pius, Dr. Tony Hasahia, thank you so much for coming every Sunday evenings to the Queendom and Mendom to share with us how we can be in position to relate. Jalia is the head of marketing at Riham, and we have Father Pius, who is a priest, and we also have Dr. Tony Hasahia, who has a PhD in cardiovascular health. Wow, what a fantastic cocktail of speakers we had. We would like to also recognize Mrs. Stella Bamutunjire. This one is very, very special because she came to us as a guest speaker, but also a mother to William Bamutunjire. So Stella, thank you so much. And to Charity Bukenya and Vanessa Sempebwa, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much for investing in our lives. Thank you so much for everything that you have done to help us become the people that are being celebrated today. So to all our viewers today, we would like to thank you so much for spending your time with us, and we are very, very grateful for all that you have been to us and every step of the way that you have moved with us. Thank you very much. God bless.
Hello, my name is Kabalega Adam, president of Eagles RFC. Eagles RFC is a new rugby club intended to improve the rugby scene in Uganda and also bring a high level of professionalism to the sport in Uganda. This is a valuable lesson that I learned in the mentorship class. We also have a press conference room located at Span House, room 11, just behind Workers House. Our home grounds are at Chitante Primary School, just next to Uganda Museum. I encourage you to all come and visit the press conference room and buy yourself something. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ruth Namtevi Elizabeth and I am an architectural draftswoman. I happen to be a part of the 4th cohort of the mentorship class. Apart from my architectural work, I am also an HIV activist because I was born HIV positive. I do HIV activism under Reach a Hand Uganda, an NGO that spreads information about sexual, reproductive health and rights. I also do HIV activism under Daria Kaitesi Safe Space, an NGO I founded to help people living with HIV and AIDS and are facing stigma like I did. I also happen to be doing HIV activism by going to schools, churches, hospitals and Rotary clubs and motivating people who are living positively like me.
I must say, I'm very challenged. The man standing right before me is a whole CEO of a rugby club. Who am I to be next to him?
Now that's the real value of the mentorship class. We are getting to put into practice what we have learned from the mentorship class, the practicability of the whole program we have gone through. Now up next, we are going to have the head coaches. Those are our fellow, it's like their own age mates at this point because they talk to us, they know where we have been, they have been there before. And our head coaches happen to be Mr. Baka David and Miss Chibalama Martha. Please enjoy.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much for tuning into the mentorship class grand finale. I'm Martha Chibalama. I'm an aquaponics farmer where I grow fish and vegetables at the same time. And I'm also the person that has been communicating with some of you. Yeah, so I've had the privilege to talk to some of you, and I'm also a student at Makerere University pursuing a bachelor's degree in business administration. I am an alumni of the class. I have been part of the class in 2019 where as a mentee, and now I come back as a head coach.
Greetings everyone, my name is David Baka. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also the co-founder of Kairos Energy. Kairos Energy is a company dealing in the sale of household cost energy. This means that we reach out to different households across sub-Saharan Africa, providing low-cost energy alternatives to environmentally harmful sources of energy, such as charcoal. So in my initiative, I've also been able to run a lot of impact across households. I'm also a student at Makerere University Business School. I'm doing international business, and I'm a first-year student. More to that is that I was part of the mentorship class 2019, the 3rd cohort, and I'm part of the Alumni Association.
So together we have had the privilege of being the head coaches of the 2020 cohort, and we have been working together with a team of 17 coaches. And these coaches have been overseeing 14 groups, 14 mentees groups, having an average of 5 mentees per group. So we have come up with different activities to make the class better, to give the mentees a better experience during the course of all the 6 months. For example, we classified the coach groups into gemstones names. We gave them names like